Alright, what's going on guys, Moxification here. So today, I'm going to do a video on COD4, because COD4, I haven't done a video on it for a while, I don't think. So I wanted to do a video on R2R menus that I don't really normally do videos on, but I'd like to start getting into, because there's so many R2R menus for COD4 that, either people don't know about, or people don't use much, or just, just good ones in general, like to, share to the people. So this is a menu by Telly, and Telly is, he's, when I say Telly, I mean 1337, TH1337. He was known to be quite a big figure within the community a long time ago. If you've never heard of him, you probably would have had to have been around maybe 2010 to 2000 and like maybe 2013 maybe. So if you've never heard of him, that is probably why, and if you were around then I don't see why you wouldn't have heard of him. So essentially Telly got known to be one of the, I wouldn't say the best modders or the best coders or whatever, but I'd say he was known to be one of the guys who made the COD4, not only COD4, the World at War, the MW2, and the COD4, World at War, yeah, MW2, World at War, and COD4 R2R system. He was known to be the creator or the maker of that, or the discoverer or whatever of the the R2R system, the infection system. And essentially it wasn't really him, it was a different guy called PC Freak, and he just happened to get all the credit. But like he made some pretty good stuff anyway. Like he made some pretty good R2R menus and some other stuff, like on MW2, some actual TU6 menus and stuff. And I'm not sure if he's had any World at War R2R menus, but I feel like he might have had one, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so I guess we'll get into it. So I think we'll go on system link. So since I'm on the JTAG right now, obviously you load up a patch, and the patch will be, like I'll go into a game and it will load the patch, and the patch is here right now. And as you can see, it's going to infect me. I believe it goes, it says that it's starting to infect, then after about 10 seconds, it says, you've been infected. And so once I'm actually infected, I'll have to, end the game, and then go back into the game, and then that will keep infecting me every time I die or change team or just spawn in essentially, or start a new game. It will keep infecting me, and that's fine. Just don't worry about that, don't take any notice to that. But yeah, so we'll wait for it to infect. So I think it takes about 10 seconds to actually do it. Oh, there you go. It took a little bit longer. It took about 13 seconds to actually infect the menu, which is pretty quick for how big the menu is, I guess. It's not like huge, it's not insane. I mean, the menu was created in like 2012, so it's like 4 years old, but I mean, it's still a pretty good menu. It still does the job. So this menu is called, let me start the game up, I believe it's the Pimp menu version 4.5, I believe. I could be wrong with that, but that's what I think it's called. I might have done a video on this before, but I'm not 100% sure. So, even if I have, it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to share it because it's quite a sick menu, to be honest. So when you first, once you've first been infected, we'll just, that's what I've just been infected now. Essentially, it's redoing the infection because of what I just said. But you've been infected. You got the FPS top right. You got the what's it called, the laser. You got the war hack, and probably radar always on. But this menu is actually quite a sick menu. The reason for that is because it's quite simple to use. When I say that, it's D-pad left to open a menu. You can actually, close it with D-pad left as well. It makes a noise when you open and close it. It makes like a ding noise. You can probably hear it. It makes like a kind of like a ticking ding, I guess you could say. It does the text at the bottom left, so you've opened it. I think that does it when you close it. But yeah, so you've got yeah, D-pad up and down to scroll, D-pad left to open and close, B to close as well, but it's B to come out of the menu that you're in. So let's say you're in a menu right now, B to come out, and B to come out of the whole menu if you want to use it, but you could use D-pad left to close it as well. So, and it's A to select. So, yeah, to start off, you've got the admin menu. So you've got like players, you can like kick them, you can unverify and verify. Obviously it doesn't really unverify or verify, but essentially it just gives them a black screen. If you unverify and verify, removes the black screen. So yeah, you can also kick them and add some bots, if you wanted to add bots. You've got a level editor, so this isn't rank. This is actually just like, you know, jump height, gravity, that type of thing. You know, unlimited ammo. You can just change friction and stuff like that, speed and that. I think I'm gonna put the speed down just to. I wonder if you could do. I will do it on normal. There you go. But yeah, so you can do a few different things. You've got XP, so you can like D-rank and rank up. You've got like the score editor. So let's say, you know, you want them to get like for the headshot. Normally a headshot is 5 XP, whereas you could make it like, you know, 400 or whatever, you know, or 1337 if you wanted to. So, you know, you can change different things. You can also make it an online game if you wanted to. So, you know, for an XP lobby. So yeah, so you've got commit suicide, so that would be helpful, you know, just in case you got stuck somewhere like under the map or whatever, and you want to spawn back in, or you know, whatever, you've glitched it out and you need to die. That'd be helpful. You've got the host only menu. So host only menu, there's only 4 options, and essentially it's really only 2. But essentially how this works is you can make it so the host can only jump. So no one else can jump, and you can make it so the host can only knife. So, you know, they're 2 different things that are kind of helpful, fun to mess with. You've got map menus, so you can actually change the map from in-game. You've only got a few maps, probably about 7, I think. Is it 7? Yep, only 7. But, you know, maps are maps, you know, you don't need loads, you know, you only need a fair bit. And you got most of the good ones. You got shipment, you got overgrown, you've got showdown as well. I think it'd be better if there was a crossfire, but yeah. So you've got let's go back into the R2R menu. So R2R menu, you've got give instructions, so it just tells you how to do it, you know. So what you do is you do give handler, and then that would give them the part 1 or the, you know, the bit, the checkerboard, you know, that's what that is. And then you do, yes, you'd give the handler, they'd back out, they'd get that done, then you'd get back into the game with the person, you'd do give instructions, and then you'd start the R2R, and then that's it, it's done. I think this menu is actually infinite R2R, I could be wrong, but yeah, if it is, it's probably one of the first ones, you know, one of the first actual R2R menus, infinite R2R menus that existed. But yeah, so you've got message menu, mainly advertisement, you know, that's all it is really. There's someone there for COD4.5, which was a website from about 2011ish roughly, and essentially it was a website for modded lobbies. It wasn't really, it did have forums, but it wasn't really for forums. It was mainly for the creators of the website, you know. I think it was Dark Dreamer, Telly, PC Freak, and Guilty T-Rex. I think they was the main guys, and there were a few other guys, but they was the main guys. And essentially it wasn't really for, you know, other people, it was simply for them to make money, and I think they did actually make a fair amount of money from it, to be absolutely honest. I vaguely remember it in the past. I remember it being kind of similar to TTG, like, you know, it had the blue and white basically, but, you know, other than that I don't really remember it that much, but, you know, I've got basic ideas. If you wanted to go and look at it, you could probably look at it on archive.org. I think that's what it is, and you could see what it was. I think it was also, they also had a website called mylobbies.com, I think, and I think that was mainly PT Freak's website. But yeah, so, you know, it was a lobby hosting website mainly for money. But yeah, so yeah, you've got fog menu, so that's normal, don't really need that. And profile editor, so this is rank, you know, this is, you know, not the level editor, this is the rank editor. So you've got prestiges, undercore, the clan tag menu, so you can change the clan tag. You've got and leave game at the bottom. So the menu's not insanely big, but it's got stuff in it that you would need. It doesn't have anything in it that you wouldn't need. It's just something for fun, and, you know, at the time, like I said, this is, you know, it's not one of the best menus ever. It's definitely not one of the best menus ever, but it's a menu from like 2012, you know, it's 4 years old. You know, definitely give it a go, definitely give it a try. It's pretty sick. Download it will be in the description if you do want to mess around with it. And if you really wanted to, I actually, when I first saw this menu today, not, you know, a while ago, I thought it would be sick to use as a base, like a menu base. I know it's already got some stuff in it, a lot of stuff in it, and it's a complete menu, but if you were to strip it out and make it so it was like, what would you say, like nothing in it, I think it would be a pretty sick base to work with. You know, it looks good, it's easy to control, easy to use, and it just looks good in general. You know, perfect position, it's kind of like centered, you know, almost, and I think it looks sick. So yeah, maybe you could do it for that if you wanted to. And yeah, so that's about it. Like I said, download will be in the description. I'll link anything else if I can find anything else, like a 17's post from a while ago. Maybe, I doubt there will be one. I'll probably just upload it to Mediafire. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Like I said, download link will be in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. Moxification, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.